All right, so it's Inspiration Wednesday on Saturday because this week I am going on vacation with my family and I'm trying to get it done so I don't have a care in the world. So let's see if I can get it done because it's kind of later in the day. It's like 5 o'clock. And, you know, maybe my mojo is not always as good on Inspiration Wednesday at 5, so we'll see. I have some ideas for what I want to do because I am absolutely obsessed with playing with the plaster now. And I'm thinking, I'm going to gesso this. I should have taped it. Oh well. I'm going to gesso this, not because it needs to, but just because I like to start with a really white surface. And this envelope in here, it's going to kind of not be white. So just have a nice unporous, making a board surface. And lots of gesso, way too much gesso. And I'll have this dry, and then I think I'm going to layer some tissue paper on there. I took out my Tim Holtz tissue paper, and then I think I'm going to play with plaster. So I got to figure out what to do with all this excess gesso here. And I started drying it, but I totally layered that on super thick. Alright, so my plan is to cover all of this with the tissue, and I'm thinking like just, you know, going that way and then flipping this over and going the other way and then just letting it dry and tearing the pieces off where they may. But I'm going to use some matte medium, and I'm hoping this, oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. Hoping this is just wet enough to make it stick. Either I could use my collage polish as well. Let's just see how this works. And my paint is certainly not dry, or my gesso I should say. So this should be fun. So it should be dry. I did kind of use the heat gun on it, and I'm hoping that I can just tear it and, you know, it will be imperfect, which is what I'm looking for. Alright, so I've got something that looks like this, and I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to go into my plaster or joint compound, and I can't stop using it, so I think I'm just going to put it everywhere until I don't want to use it anymore because it's making me extremely happy. And I'm going to get my putty knife, but I also will use a palette knife. So the easiest way I found to do it is just to take a palette and scoop some out. Hopefully that's not too much. Cover it back up. And I'm just going to go into making some texture. Alright, I am going to put a layer of matte medium on this because the joint compound is more crumbly. I wrote somebody on my fan page or Facebook page that I put it's crumblier. That's not really a word I know, but it is. It's crumbly. So I just want to make sure it stays and doesn't crumble off my page. I could use gesso, I could use clear gesso, I could use matte medium, gel medium, whatever you want. I'm just going to use this. A glaze on there. I just love the glaze. Let's go with a different color, like sap green. Let's go with sap green. And I'm going to put more glaze to paint because I don't want it very dark. I'm sorry, I'm mixing this off camera. I've got sap green paint and a whole bunch of glaze. This is some glazing fluid. And basically I'm just going to brush it over. Let's see what we get. Oh, happy. Alright, so I've let that dry for a minute or so, or a little while longer, because I got new baby wipes, and I'm going to wipe away the glaze, and the idea being, number one, I can get the wipes open, that some of the glaze will stick, and some will come off, and it will look like peeled paint almost. Let's see, put some baby wipe here. Always hold my breath. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and you keep clipping it, obviously you'll get a cleaner wipe. Otherwise, if you keep using this, you're painting it again. But oh yes, yes. Okay, that's sap green on there looks delicious. I mean, honestly, just done, happy, done, walk away. I'm obsessed with glazing and obsessed with this joint compound now. Wow, really. I got nothing else up my sleeve, but I'm just gonna take this in for a couple minutes and then hopefully come back with an idea. All right, so I'm thinking I want to use this Pam character stamp, but now I've got all this texture. I'm not sure how it's gonna stamp, and I'm thinking about stamping it there, but I want this to be flat so that when I stamp it, it's got a good surface. And I'm thinking about taking my Montana marker. Oopsie. So let me kind of fold this way. Because my Montana marker's got like juicy paint on it. I need another clip. Alright. So I'm thinking, let's take my Montana marker. Juice this sucker. Look, it's brand new. Love that. Juice this sucker up. Black drops. I love her. I love that she's so bold. Alright, let's see. Some India ink. Let's see if I can't do some well-planned drops. Ooh, dots in her head. Ew, in her eye. That makes me happy. I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to drop on the other side. After kind of staring at it, I'm thinking I want to go in with my charcoal pencil. And this is just a really, really soft pencil. It's a Koh-i Noir, and I bought it in Prague. I know, it's really crazy. And I haven't seen one here, ever. But it's just like a 6B soft charcoal. And I'm just going to do some crazy lines. So gaga over my fluorescent paint. I'm going to add some fluorescent and some white. So I'm just going to pull over my palette here and put some white gesso, and probably don't even gonna, I like to shake it up, and then I'll just use the paint out of the lid. And I'm constantly loving magenta and pink together. They're just, I don't know, I just can't use one without the other. And I added some yellow. I'm not sure if I'll use the yellow, but let's just have that at the ready. So I usually use my fingers, but I'm just thinking let's just go crazy and get a thinner brush. Maybe not that one. Thin-ish brush, if I can find one. And let's just see what goes on when I just kind of plop paint in there. Kind of loving it. Love how sloppy it is. I think I'm just going to go in. I'm going to clean my brush a little bit. I'm going to try to take some more of that white. I don't know, just kind of go over it. and I'm going to put a date on here. Let me grab, I don't even know if I want to put on a tag. Maybe I just want to put it, you know, and just stamp it on there. It's really making me happy. I think I'm just going to stamp it like right there. And today is July 10th. At least I hope it is. If it's not, let's pretend. Yay. All right, I'm so happy with this. I think I'm going to put that joint compound on everything. Just so happy. All right, well, that's it for Inspiration Wednesday. Like I said, I'm at the beach, so hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you back here next week. See you then.